Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about smoke grenades. Now, this might be a boring video topic, but DICE just made a massive game design decision by deciding to lock smoke grenade access to the support class only. That's right, you can only use smoke grenades if you play support. You cannot use them if you play recon, engineer, or assault. Or at least that is how it is set up right now in this current version of Battlefield 6, but we're getting really close to release, and this is now concerning, because in my opinion, locking the smoke grenade to support pretty much makes support even better than it already was. But I'm going to be diving all into this, so if you want to follow Battlefield 6, definitely subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that like button, and of course, swing by a stream. And for those of you that watch streams on YouTube, I just upgraded my stream quality. You guys get 1440p streams at triple the bit rate that you used to. Yes, so the YouTube streams look probably just as good as this YouTube video now. But on to this big smoke grenade restriction problem. So this was first, I believe, confirmed by Jack Frags in his video, where he goes over a bunch of details about the current build of Battlefield 6. And in that video, he points out the smoke grenade has been restricted to the support class. Now let's dive into this. Number one, I just want to point out that in the developer's own words, they stated the assault class is supposed to be the tip of the spear. Can anybody tell me how the assault class is going to be the tip of the spear for pushes and gameplay if they can't smoke off angles to take space and to cut off angles and to basically play the game as you're supposed to play the game? And I already know what a lot of people are going to say. Just use teamwork. Can we be fucking serious for just 1 second? Extremely coordinated and well-timed team play does not happen in a random Battlefield lobby. Sure, you can play with a bunch of friends, but not everyone plays with friends. In fact, the majority of people play games solo, and that is just the reality of the situation, regardless of if Battlefield is a game that requires a lot of teamwork or not. People play the game alone. I can hardly get my random Battlefield teammates to heal me or resupply me most of the time. And now you're telling me that if I want to push up as any other class other than support, I have to rely on random teammates to provide well-placed, well-timed, and coordinated smoke grenades with good coverage at random? Good luck with that. Good luck, because let me tell you a fucking reality. That's not going to happen. Most Battlefield players don't even know they're playing Battlefield. They probably don't know where they are. I'm being completely honest. We've all seen this happen in-game. You can call me toxic, you can call this unproductive, you can say whatever you want. You know I'm right, okay? The Battlefield normies are not suddenly going to develop incredible Counter-Strike professional level grenade throwing skills overnight because DICE decided to lock the smoke grenade to the support class. And circling back to what the developers themselves said about Assault, I don't understand how Assault is supposed to fulfill their role as the tip of the spear when the Assault players have to depend upon another class to fulfill their role. And by the way I see it, Assault is the only class that has to depend on another class in order to fulfill their role. You look at Recon, their role is like spotting or whatever in this game. Recons can spot, no problem. They can provide reconnaissance. They don't have to rely on anyone else. You look at engineers, they can repair vehicles, they can destroy vehicles, they can fulfill their role, they don't have to rely on anybody else. And then you look at support, they can fulfill their role without relying on anybody else either. They can revive, they can heal, they can resupply. The assault class has to sit there and wait for some random support player to throw an accidentally good grenade so they can flank now. I just don't understand. And then you have to look at it from the perspective of the support class being made even better than it already was. There was already an argument for the support class being the best class in the game just because of its self-sustain. We've known historically in Battlefield, classes that have self-sustain, the medic class, are the best infantry class. It's just plain and simple. You can heal yourself. That is insanely powerful. But in Battlefield 6, we know that you also have unlimited ammo. You can resupply yourself. So now that support has the ability to revive, unlimited health and ammo, and they're the only class to have smoke grenades, why are you going to play any other class? Like, if there is an infantry situation, why would you ever pick assault? Especially if they decide to go with open weapons on launch. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the opens versus closed weapons thing is not solved in my opinion. I don't really know what system they're going to go with on launch for the main playlist of the game. If they decide to go with open weapons, then you can play support with an assault rifle and have everything that I just mentioned all in one kit. And then I just have to bring up, what is so powerful about smoke grenades that we have to be restricting them to one class? Like, I feel like access to smoke grenades should be universal. You are sacrificing another grenade. You are sacrificing lethal utility for non-lethal utility. If any grenade is going to be universal across all of the classes, it's gonna be the smoke grenade. And I am well aware as of right now the assault class is going to have the spawn beacon. I did not forget about that. But how are you going to put the spawn beacon in a good place if you can't skillfully push up and flank with smoke grenades that cover your crosses? How are you going to access a good flank position if you're running out in the open with no smoke cover? And again, yes, if you play with a coordinated squad of people, yes, you can absolutely coordinate smoke pushes and teamwork, but again, I need to emphasize the majority of people that are going to be playing Battlefield 6 are not going to be playing 24/7 with a full squad of people. That is just a fact. So overall, I don't understand this decision. I understand they can absolutely change this before the game releases, but I simply don't see a reason not to have smoke grenades be universal. Engineers need smoke grenades. If you've ever played with a friend in a vehicle, sometimes you need to smoke the vehicle so you can repair or so you guys can back up and reposition. If you play recon, sometimes you need a smoke grenade to get away and reposition so you can be that annoying sniper in the back of the map. If you're playing assault and you need to push up and flank and shoot a grenade launcher from someone's side profile, you need smoke grenades to cover crosses so you can push up into dangerous front lines positions, cover those crosses, take that shot, and then go back through the smoke. If you're playing support, you need smoke grenades to smoke revives and to just generally help your team and help yourself. And to round this whole thing off, let me just remind everybody, Battlefield 6 has some of the fastest time to kill in the series, with some of the slowest movement in the series, and now you don't have smokes on 3 out of 4 classes. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. This is a more important gameplay design decision than it initially looks, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts. If you want to follow Battlefield 6, hit that sub button, hit the like button, and of course swing by the new YouTube stream and of course the Twitch stream. All links for Instagram, second fragrance channel. Yes, I have a fragrance channel. Those will all be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.